Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Nelson. Here's a look at what's going on this week in the news. We begin with news from the Vatican. In his nearly one-hour annual speech to diplomats accredited to the Vatican, Pope Francis spoke of the rise of nationalism, warning that the re-emergence of populist and nationalist ideologies is progressively weakening multilateral institutions and subsequently creating a general lack of trust, a crisis of credibility in international political life, and a gradual marginalization of the most vulnerable members of the family of nations. Pope Francis also urged the international community to defend the most vulnerable in the world, making special note of Christian communities in the Middle East, where many have been forced to flee from violence and persecution. And the Pope urged world leaders to take steps to ensure the physical, psychological, and spiritual growth of children. He acknowledged the feelings of the Church in this regard and assured diplomats that the Church is committed to preventing clerical sex abuse and its concealment.
In questa circostanza non posso tacere una delle piaghe del nostro tempo che purtroppo ha visto protagonisti anche in diversi membri del clero. Gli abusi contro i minori costituiscono uno dei crimini più vili e nefasti possibili. Essi spazzano via inesorabilmente il meglio di ciò che la vita umana riserva ad un innocente, arrecando danni irreparabili per il resto dell'esistenza. La Santa Sede e la Chiesa tutta intera si stanno impegnando per combattere e prevenire tali delitti e il loro occultamento, per accertare la verità dei fatti in cui sono coinvolti ecclesiastici e per rendere giustizia ai minori che hanno subito violenze sessuali aggravati da abusi di potere e di coscienza. L'incontro che avrò con gli episcopati di tutto il mondo nel prossimo febbraio intende essere un ulteriore passo nel cammino della Chiesa per fare piena luce sui fatti e lenire le ferite causate da tali delitti.
Looking now at news from around the country, during a recent confirmation hearing for Brian Bisher, nominated for a judgeship for the U.S. District Court for the District of Nebraska, Senator Kamala Harris of California, a member of the Senate Judiciary Committee, referenced Bisher's membership in the Knights of Columbus and expressed concern about the positions on abortion and same-sex marriage taken by the Knights, which she called an all-male society comprised primarily of Catholic men. Another Judiciary Committee member, Senator Marie Hirono of Hawaii, asked Bisher if he was confirmed, did he intend to end his membership with this organization to avoid any appearance of bias. Hirono was referring to the Knights' support of California's Proposition 8 to ban same-sex marriage. She also asked if Bisher would recuse himself from all cases in which the Knights have taken a position, adding the organization has taken a number of extreme positions. In a statement to all members of the Knights, Supreme Knight Carl Anderson said the Article 6 of the U.S. Constitution forbids a religious test for public office, and the First Amendment guarantees free exercise of religion, freedom of association, and freedom of speech. Any suggestion, he said, that the order's adherence to the beliefs of the Catholic Church makes a brother knight unfit for public office blatantly violates those constitutional guarantees. Mr. Anderson told Catholic News Service that the question can become if belonging to a mainstream Catholic organization like the Knights of Columbus or accepting the established teaching of the Church is dangerous, then what teaching is safe? And finally, in the news, at a recent conference in Italy on the latest advancements in psychopharmacology and psychiatry, experts from around the world spoke of how some mental health issues could be cured with exercise, meditation, and prayer.
1 out of every 5 people on this planet is mentally ill, ranging from problems such as social anxiety to most serious ones like severe schizophrenia. During a week-long conference held in Italy, neuroethical professors and psychopharmacology expert Stephen Stahl assert that some mental health problems can actually be cured by exercise or prayer, while others need continuous medical treatment since they affect the mind.
Medicines for psychiatric or psychological problems are best used for serious conditions. Milder versions can be improved with lifestyle often, or psychotherapy, even meditation, prayer, but serious illness needs help. A lot of relationship issues have nothing to do with really disturbed brain chemistry. So those kinds of issues with children or with spouses or parents, those are often best treated by psychological interventions or insight. Milder forms of depression and anxiety can be treated with exercise.
It's very, very, very important to avoid a dualistic vision of the human being, such that a mind outside the body and the body. So we are a unity, a unifying structure. Nothing is like without meaning. So if you choose something, you have first to understand that something like a drugs, like a substance, like a style of life, lifestyle, could influence your biological structure.
With this in mind, both professors say exercise or meditation cannot and will not cure a structural or biological disorder. Even more dangerous extremes, such as suicide and drug abuse, can easily occur in people who do not seek out help at the beginning, when first signs start popping up.
Too often in our society, problems of the spirit or problems of the mood is thought to be due to personal weakness. And something's wrong with you. You should be afraid of it and ashamed of it and hide it. And if you ask for help, it means you're weak and you're not good. And this is a very sad misconception because it prevents people from identifying the problem and getting help.
Professor Stahl insists the way to tell if a person needs help is if one's actions interfere and disable daily activities, whether it is interpersonal relationships with others or one's job. Well, that is all the information we have for you this time. I'm Kevin Nelson. Don't forget, you can keep up to date on Catholic news throughout the week with Catholic Newsbreak right here on the Catholic TV network.